Today we're going to be talking about ESG investing. And this is an area that's had a lot of interest and growth recently. In fact, according to Dorsey Wright, globally, they're expecting to see ESG investing become $1.3 trillion by the year 2030. So Sarah, what is ESG investing?
So it started decades ago, but it's really become, it's gained a lot of momentum in the last decade or so. It's a way to invest guided by your personal beliefs or ethics. It's really, E stands for environmental factors, the S stands for social factors, and G for corporate governance. It's investing in companies that are, at least in theory, responsible around those issues.
And so are they good investments?
Yes and no. I think they've improved a lot, right? But according to a February 2020 issue of the Journal of Portfolio Management, there was an article there that talked about performance data around ESG funds, and it suggested that there wasn't really a big difference currently. They're so varied because ESG investing, just like regular investing, involves individual stocks, individual companies, or ETFs, or mutual funds. You can even have an index fund. So there's a lot of variety in terms of the different vehicles for this type of investing.
But are they more volatile?
They tend to be more volatile, in part possibly because they really leave out certain sectors, such as oil and gas, for environmental reasons. So they just don't have the diversification that typical or traditional investing has.
Yeah. So I was I was at the beginning of ESG investing. We called it socially conscious investing, and I can tell you they were pretty poor performers back then in the start. They've really improved a lot. We've seen a lot of improvement. One of the things that I would like to point out is it's really just a good place to be investing, because the technology is just moving towards ESG investing. I mean, in other words, like solar and the Tesla technology, with the car driving. So I kind of think every investor should have some money in ESG, if not all their money in it.
Well, and people think of these funds as the Teslas and the technology stocks, but even companies like Coca-Cola and Procter & Gamble can be included on a lot of these lists, in part because they have done a lot to increase their environmental and social responsibility piece. So there are a lot of traditional brand names also on these lists and included in these ETFs.
So we actually have a model here at Charney Investment Group that invests in ETFs and mutual funds that are socially conscious, and it is amongst the best performing models that we have. So if you'd like to learn more about ESG investing in our ESG model, we'd be glad to show it to you and talk to you about it.